Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your present energy. So let's see what is happening. Ooh, love that. Let's see what's influencing you. Okay, what is it that you need to focus on? Let's find out about your past. Wow, really, really strong cards coming out. Tell me about your strengths. Tell me about your near future. Tell me what's influencing this situation for Sagittarius. Okay. We got 3, but I'll take it. What else does Saggy need to know? Okay. Let's find out about your hopes or fears. Tell me about the potential outcome. What's the potential outcome for Sagittarius? Okay. So, very, very interesting read so far. So your first card out, your present energy is that you're very happy with where things are right now. And I can see that what's influencing you is the 9 of Cups, and it's all about your wishes being fulfilled. So this is definitely an energy of you're finally starting to see the results of all the effort that you've been putting into things. You're finally starting to see it, and it's actually making you really happy. You are being encouraged to continue focusing on yourself, focus on what you want, what you need. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. There is also divine timing here. So if you felt like something took a little bit too long to happen or longer than you think it should have, it didn't take too long. This is the universe always gives you what you need when you need it. So there is something here about divine timing. So just keep that in mind, but remember to focus on yourself and just that optimism and balance that you always are striving to achieve. When I look here in your past, this is you focused on self-love. This is really coming through that in the past, you put a lot of effort and energy into figuring out exactly what it is that's going to make you happy. And now you're starting to see, it's like you planted all these seeds because you wanted all these things to happen. So you started working on everything, and now you're finally starting to see some of these results. Here, interesting, Judgment in the reverse. So your strength is in not making snap judgments here. So not being impatient, which impatience is definitely a Sagittarius trait at times. So impatience is definitely coming through. So your strength right now is in actually being patient. I am seeing some obstacles or challenges in the future. This is coming through as something that's very minor. This is not something that's very major. It's not going to take you off track. I mean, let's be honest, nothing ever goes smoothly in life. I'm trying to keep the glare off the candle off the card, but there's always some sort of obstacle or challenge to whatever it is that we're doing. This feels very, very minor. When I look here at what's influencing this situation, you are waiting to see how things are going to play out. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to feel sad or disappointed. You want things to kind of move forward and progress here with the Ace of Pentacles. So actually what I'm getting here, I'm actually just starting to pick this up now, is that this is a relationship. So this is something that you've started manifesting probably months ago. We did just come through another round of eclipse that were in Sagittarius and Gemini recently, and you are definitely obviously impacted by that pretty significantly. We have one more round coming at the end of the year, but it's almost like you were very strategic and you knew this was coming and you started planting the seeds of something to grow. And what you're actually moving towards is a very solid relationship, one where you're not making snap judgments. Again, I'm getting this, and I'm getting this in context with this relationship. Nothing ever goes smoothly. I don't know of any relationship, I don't care how long people have been together, there is always some sort of argument, there is always some sort of disagreement, or just not being on the same page about something, but this is coming through as very, very minor. It's almost like, well, you want to go here on Saturday and the other person wants to go here on Saturday. Like, this is not going to be earth-shattering, major ending of the relationship type of energy. This is definitely just a hiccup. What else you need to know is that this relationship does have the potential here with the Four of Wands. This is a very solid, stable, loving, passionate relationship that has the ability to go the distance. You do have some concerns here. So with the Strength card in reverse, does tell me that in your pursuit of fairness, because you are absolutely a sign of fairness, that's what you're being encouraged to focus on here, is all the qualities of you. That is definitely one of them, is fairness. You are afraid of losing that at some point you're going to compromise too much of yourself. Because here in your past, you've come such a long way. There have been times in your past for sure where you have given more to a relationship than you've gotten out of it. And you really kind of made a concerted effort to change that, to make sure that your needs are also being met, because you're meeting your needs first. And so now you're going to expect this other person to also meet your needs. And there is this concern that you might fall back into that pattern, but I don't see it happening here. I don't see any kind of betrayals or sneaky patterns from the past repeating. In your outcome situation, it looks like it's the reverse. So let me go ahead and start pulling some clarifying cards. Starting with the Sun. Why is the Sun here for Sagittarius? Okay. So here with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, you are in this energy of just kind of going with the flow and letting things happen. You're a very action-oriented sign. All the fire signs are. The Wands represent the fire signs. And so sometimes when I see the Wands in reverse, it's about inaction. And that's exactly what I'm getting from this card here, is that you already planted those seeds months ago, maybe even years ago, but really months ago is more realistic, where now you're just kind of like, well, if the universe is going to give it to me, if it's meant for me, it'll come. And that's kind of the energy that you're sitting in right now. So let's find out about this Nine of Cups. Okay. Two of Wands here, making a decision to just really go with the flow and kind of see where life takes you. I mean, that's coming through very loud and clear right now, that you're just in this energy of go with the flow and stop trying to force things. You're definitely not trying to force things anymore. Huh. So you're being encouraged to continue to focus on you, but it's also this Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune, you're finally recognizing what that fairness, what that balance really looks like in your life, and how to kind of keep things moving forward in your life. And you've learned kind of the hard way that by going with the flow and allowing the universe to keep moving and to kind of move with the vibrations of the universe instead of against it, has really put you in a much, much better place than where you've previously been. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Yeah. You had to focus on self-love because there was a relationship back here that really kind of did a number on you. So this could have been a marriage that ended. If anything, it was definitely a serious commitment, or it was a relationship you saw going that way. And it really made you kind of reevaluate everything. And it was one of those things, and this is definitely where I'm picking this up, because you are an action-oriented sign. If you see things not moving your way, you tend to kind of nudge things to happen your way. And it didn't work out for you in the past. And so now you're in a different vibe of just going with the flow. But it taught you a lot about yourself and self-love and what you should give into a relationship. Yeah. Very interesting here. What's coming through here is that things aren't always what they seem. you are being encouraged. Like, so again, your strength here is right now it's in being patient, but it's also not seeking stability. It's again back to this whole, you're going with the flow right now. So you're not actively doing this. You are allowing things to happen in your life, probably for the first time, or at least the first time in a long time. Very, very interesting. It's not how I would normally read those cards, but that's really coming through very strongly right now. Tell me about the Five of Wands for Sagittarius in the near future. Okay. There is going to be an obstacle with this new relationship that has recently started with you. But again, I'm seeing it as minor. So this challenge or this obstacle is going to relate to some sort of miscommunication. There is going to be a miscommunication here. But again, minor, very minor. So let's find out, why is the Ace of Pentacles here with the Two of Swords and the Five of Cups in reverse? What I love about the Five of Cups in reverse is that you're actually seeing things pretty clearly. Yeah, the Fool. So you're waiting to see how things play out. Again, you're not forcing any of this behavior. You're actually going into it as the Fool here with no expectations. So you're very optimistic. Very much a Sagittarius trait where you kind of have this blind optimism where you're going in with no expectations, you're hoping for the best, and you're kind of along for the journey. Just what is this adventure going to take you? But it's also one of those things, you're not naive though. Even though the Fool can sometimes be naive, I've got the Five of Cups here in reverse, which I always read this card as the card of perception. In the upright, this to me really reminds me of the Hermit, and the Hermit is very focused on the 3 cups that have spilled over, not on the 2 behind him that are still full. And in the reverse, that tells me that you actually can see things clearer. You understand what you have and what you don't have, what you've lost. And it's one of those things where you are very optimistic about the future and this relationship because there is the potential. This is the very beginnings of a commitment. This is planting the seeds to see where it will grow. I am seeing the Four of Wands here in the next position. So let's get a little bit of clarity on that. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Oh, interesting. I got the Four of Wands in reverse. Let me see if I can get another card on that, because I'm literally getting conflicting cards now. Okay. So I have the Four of Wands in the upright, clarified with the Four of Wands in the reverse, and then the Moon came out. There's something here about a cycle. There's something here with the cycles of the moon. You want this. The other person wants this, but you're not ready for it. There's something here, and I don't usually read the moon this way, but there is something here within the next month. Something is going to happen. And it's going to provide you even more clarity. There's something here that's going to change everything for you. And it's going to be very enlightening. There is something here that it is going to be very enlightening. It's either within the next month or it's within the next new moon, which we do have coming up here in a couple of weeks. I believe it's July 9th or the 10th. We have the new moon. There's something here by the next full moon. So within a month, something is going to change for you in your life. And it's going to be for the better, but it's going to be very enlightening for you. Tell me about the Strength in reverse. Yep. 8 of Cups. You're afraid that somebody's going to walk away. And that you are going to end up being single. Here. Very interesting, because it's actually coming through as this, whatever this miscommunication is with this new person. You're afraid that the relationship is very unstable, that the relationship is very fragile, that one disagreement would end it. But I don't see that being the case. I'm going to pull some additional cards on that. Let's get to this last card. Tell me about the 5 of Swords in reverse. You're no longer going to be juggling burdens. So again, with this whole the burdens are going to relate to this relationship, and it's going to relate to this minor disagreement that I'm seeing, but a minor disagreement that you're going to perceive as something major. Something is going to come to light here by the next full moon. So again, we do have the new moon coming up on the 9th or the 10th, which would put the full moon somewhere around the 24th or the 25th of July, so just under a month. So there's something here by the next full moon. You're going to see things differently. These cards wanted to come out as well. Yeah, you're in a headspace of your potential outcome here. This disagreement with this person is going to upset you. It's going to upset you. But you will not be stuck inside your head contemplating this, trying to figure out what's going on for days and days. But you are concerned here with the 5 of Pentacles in the upright that you are going to be left out in the cold, that this person is going to walk away from you. I'm now seeing that twice. But it's also one of those things where you're not going to let that restrict you in any way. So if this person does walk away from you, you aren't going to let that hold you back at all. Is there anything else on this potential future outcome for Sagittarius? Anything else for Sagittarius? This miscommunication is going to involve a friend. And this is somebody that at one time you considered a friend. This actually belongs here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of, this energy is a little bit too unfocused for me to get what's really going to happen on the other side of this. But I am seeing something. It's almost like you're waiting for it. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. As optimistic of a sign as you are, you're not always optimistic in every situation. And in this situation, as much as I'm seeing a lot of optimism and you're being encouraged not to make snap judgments, kind of go with the flow, and you're definitely doing that, you are almost in a way waiting to see how things play out. Hopeful that they will play out well. I'm going to pull an oracle card now and see if there is anything the universe wants you to know. This does not surprise me at all. I was wondering if we were going to get some sort of transformation card out of here. So the card that came out was Butterfly Spirit Transformation, which tells me that this is a relationship here that will end up transforming. Now, the direction that it's going to go in is still kind of remains to be seen. I'm not really picking up a clear energy one way or the other than in the moment, you're not going to be thrilled with it. You're definitely going to be upset by the circumstances. But there's something about there's something that's going to come to light by the next full moon for you. So Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.